Welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we're diving into our Clash in Paris previews and predictions. And we discuss the going home episode of Monday Night Raw from this past week. Ariel and I break it all down. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on! Oui. Hola, mi querido primo. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Good?
Good. Let me tell you, man. I am doing good. I'm doing better now, right?
Okay.
Because work has been crazy. The numbers have been nuts. And I'm just like, you know what? I just need to take like a mental health day. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just,
Yeah, no, man. You get burnt, man.
Bro.
I mean, you're running around, you're working, you're doing this. You're married. There's things, man.
Just things,
just things, bro. Before you know it, it's like noon, and you're like, what happened here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
So
I feel you, man. Trust me. Well, I'm glad that you got a day or some time that you can just take to yourself and breathe, relax. Do whatever you do, man. Kick your feet up, play a video game. Like I said, man, just
for real.
have fun. Just
for real.
That's all you gotta do, man. That's all good for you, man. Enjoy. I'm looking forward to doing that at some point.
I don't know when, Lord.
I just have a 4-year-old who's going back to school in a couple of days, so it's gonna be. It's all gonna be. But luckily we always get to come back to this one little thing.
Yeah.
That just kind of makes it all fun and makes it work for us, and that's coming in here, with the primos for Life Familia. Con todos, and just, gracias to everybody for coming back and being with us again. We know we've been kind of off a little bit with the exception of some interviews, which we're very proud of, very happy about. And if you have not gone to listen to these interviews, there's some fantastic ones. Please go back and give a listen. If you haven't, you have a little time. We really appreciate that. But it's just good to be back here talking wrestling because we've been haven't been really doing recap episodes in a while, and we kind of been burning through them. We have a PLE coming up this week, so this is the perfect time to kind of get this in, get us back on track. We're getting to the end of summer, so we're gonna hit another normal rhythm going again. So let's do it, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, man. Me too, brother. Me too. I'm very happy to be back. Well, let's just jump into it because today we're gonna jump into this past Monday night's Raw, and then we're gonna also discuss Clash in Paris. We're gonna go over the card, do our predictions, that whole spiel. So let's just jump right into Monday Night Raw, straight out of Birmingham, Alabama. No, United Kingdom. Let's go.
No, it's not in Pennsylvania. Oh, we're across the pond. Got it. All right, let's go.
Yeah, no, but overall, I thought it was a solid episode. I really was happy with the opening with Roman Reigns. He comes out, new chant alert, right? You gotta love the folks in the UK. We're coming up with the new if you love Roman, stand up.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I like it.
Fine. We'll sure.
Yeah, it's different. I think what makes these live events so special now and what motivates people to go is just the overall interaction, right? So if you could create a new chant or be a part of a new wave, I think that's what makes it. That's the cherry on top of the spending, $250 just for nosebleeds.
Well, that's what it is. You're right. The inclusivity of being part of this universe, the WWE universe, and all being there for one particular reason, and all suspending the reality of what's going on to enjoy this product that these wonderful athletes are putting on. Yeah, that's the whole point of it, man. That's great. So it's definitely fun when people can get into a new chant and stuff like that. Sure.
Exactly. And actually, believe it or not, I normally watch Monday Night Raw live, but this time I watched it later on, and I felt like the rest of the chants were edited. I feel like there were things that were said that was kind of filled in, and I was like, I don't think that's what they're saying, because Roman's responses were like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel, but the crowd technically didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's the downside to watching it on the replay and not having the DVR that it used to be, because that was the thing, is if I couldn't watch Raw, I would DVR it.
Yeah.
And then I would still be able to fast forward through the commercials and watch it as is.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Kind of the downside there. So I mean, I unfortunately generally work Monday evenings, so 10 times out of 10 I'm watching Raw. It's on the recap. So I can't speak to what they could have been saying, because like I said, I was working, but it's a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer.
It's a bummer, man.
But you know, we get Roman. He's out there. He stated that he's changed. He's not the same person. You know that because he has no bloodline, and something about like Jey Uso not being proud of him. Actually, he was saying like he was proud and he's happy for all the things that he's done.
Because he said he had nothing, including no bloodline, and then everyone started chanting. He started yeeting or whatever.
Yeeting, right, exactly. And then, as always, in a timely fashion, Paul Heyman comes in, interrupts.
So timely. Always so timely, this Paul Heyman. I mean, the man is just impeccable.
Yeah, exactly. With Broncito. And what I really did enjoy about this segment is the little Samoan history lesson, right? Like, I thought Bronson Reed's promo was really good as far as like, I'm the Samoan, that your dad and uncles warned you about because they exiled us. And I was like, oh man, this is like Moana 3. This is crazy. So I thought it was pretty good.
Bronson Reed is definitely improved on the microphone. I've known Bronson Reed since NXT. I'm sure you guys have. Yeah. So to watch this kind of build to where it is, to where now he's having a program with Roman Reigns, and verbally he was able to hold his own. And I love the whole, tribal thief and the Shula Fala. That whole thing is hysterical to me. Like, it's absolutely funny as hell. So I think it's good. Roman's back. So I got a little tired of the tribal chief towards the end there, as most people know when they started listening to our early episodes, where I was like, okay, I get it. It's been like however many years of Roman Reigns. Like, so to have him come back in this capacity, in this face capacity, and everyone behind him was kind of fun.
Yeah. And then obviously, all hell breaks loose. They, start splashing each other. People need to take, rip them apart and interfere. And the one thing that did stand out to me though is Adam Pearce's maroon suit. I was like, yo, that's a fly suit, man. I need to get a maroon suit.
My man, look, he was shopping at Coda back in the day. I don't know if you remember what Coda. They used to sell like the pimp suits. They would have like the turquoise jackets and the turquoise full-on pants and everything. Yeah. And they had all the colors that like no one else had. Like, so it was
basically like a suit that Padrino would buy, right?
Absolutely.
Your dad would buy.
Absolutely. How do you think I know the store? You out of your mind?
Amazing.
I was like, oh, this is kind of a dope color, Dad.
Yeah. When you're when my time comes, let me borrow that suit real quick.
Hey man, hey bro, you got it. Trust.
And then after that whole spiel, then we get the Judgment Day segment in the background, which
Judgment Day Clubhouse,
which I do like. I like the don't trip chocolate chip. I got it all covered. And again, Dom is conspiring with, Grande Americano, and, it basically sets up Finn and JD heading out to the ring, because then we get Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough, which again, solid match. We expect fantastic work by both of these guys, and they did. And the way everything transpired with, Finn getting kicked out, but Dom coming into the rescue, but then AJ neutralizing, ultimately giving Dragon Lee the win. I liked the way everything was set up. I liked it. I was okay.
Good storytelling. Because you had to have a couple, odds and ends. You had to have Finn get kicked out. So Dom would be there, and then of course AJ, like you said, neutralizes him. So it's the proper storytelling you need to move into everything going forward with Dom and AJ, and Finn starting to get a little suspect with Dom and his love affair with Grande Americano. Was it 2.0? Is
3.0 at this point? Right?
Well, no, because that was the second one, right? Because the Grande Americano, the first one was Gable, then the second one is this fool.
Yeah.
So the third one was Pete Dunne. So 2.0. Yeah, so it's 2.0.
2.0. You're right. It's hard to keep track with these guys.
There's so many, because there's 4 of them now. So, but yeah, no, it's fine. Solid work. I mean, probably the best match on the card. There was only 4, but the most entertaining match.
Yeah, no, it was good. I think the one thing that I did make a note of here is like hearing Corey Graves back on commentary, and I was like, you know what? I'm glad he's back. I mean, no shade on Pat McAfee. You know, he is just as animated and he's fun and stuff. But just because Corey Graves is actually a ex wrestler and knows the moves, knows the terminology, knows how to flow. It was really nice to have him back on commentary as the heel commentator. You know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I don't mind Corey Graves. Corey Graves is fine by me. I'm like, great, whatever. As long as McAfee sometimes bothers me, so yeah, because I'm just like,
right,
right,
exactly.
like it's too much sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
you got to be able to rein it in. Like, you got to read the room and just kind of figure out what you want to play, how loud, obnoxious, how
exactly.
So
Exactly. Agreed. Look at that. And then then we get LA Knight interview segment in the back. Basically saying he doesn't trust Punk and he doesn't, he's ready to become world heavyweight champion. And um the whole time that segment was going on, I was like, wouldn't it be a nice swerve if he actually ends up winning? I know it's not going to happen, and obviously we're going to do our picks later, but it was an actual like intrusive thought while I was listening to him talking. I was like, man, it would be nice if he won, but it ain't going to happen.
No chance. Yeah. Listen, man, I would actually I would be quite pleased if that happened.
Yeah.
If that happened, I'd stand up on my chair and just be like, you know what? Yes, fine, I'll take it. And as everyone knows, not an LA guy, but I would be totally cool with that. I'd be like, yeah, funky. Like, it's just, like I'm down. That's because it's just at this point.
Yeah. Exactly. And then we get Penta coming out, getting ready for his match against Kofi Kingston. But before we get into that match, we get a Rusev super athlete promo on Sheamus. Again, solid work. I mean, anytime Rusev does a promo, to me, it just gets better and better. At this point, I just want like a full IMAX movie. Let's just get the, Rusev Bulgarian monster destroying a city or something. Give me a movie.
Just taking out the whole city.
Just take it out whole cities because he's the man. And awesome promo.
Mm-hmm.
Then funny thing, after this segment, we get the another Judgment Day segment, but this time with Raquel and Roxanne. And instantly I write down on my notes, seeds of deception.
That's right, man.
Because everybody's just like, what is it? There's too many moving pieces in Judgment Day right now. Bro, too much.
Dissension in the ranks, all of it, dude. It's all happening. All of it's happening because it has to. This has been going on, and we were wondering how long, and they've been doing great, especially with Liv Morgan being out. They've been able to use Roxanne Perez as a very, very, very great filler for her in terms of having the tag belts and then ultimately losing them, but still being able to have prominent features on Raw. So they're sewing and it's happening because I don't know how long. How long's Liv been out? I'm not even sure.
I think it's been like 4 months already.
Yeah. See, I mean, how long was Balor out? Balor was out a good amount of time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's good. I want to see where and how they do it, but I think it's kind of got to start happening a little quicker. But I think that's why they're moving on to it, which is why you saw Finn Balor be like, "Hey Dom, like, what's going on?" Like, and then at one point he's like, "I'll go out there by myself," or like whatever he did.
Yeah.
Like, no, man.
Yeah. And then actually you're right, because even Dominic in that segment is like, why don't you handle AJ Styles? You're the great Finn Balor. Like, they keep taking little jabs at each other. You know what I mean? And then obviously Finn has a moment later on after the fact, but we'll get into that. But then we get Kofi already in the ring. Didn't even give the guy a chance to see him walk out. I'm like, man, what are they doing with the New Day? Why are they disrespecting Kofi like that? But
so much annoyance. So much annoyance. It's annoying. Annoying.
But overall, solid match as always. I mean,
thank God for the New Day.
And the one thing that I did enjoy from that match was that spot of Grayson Waller getting rocked in the face. When his glasses break, I was like, yo.
Oh, Big G took it, son.
Yeah.
But in doing so, they were, Kofi was able to capitalize and get the dub over my man Penta.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, bum. I mean, he beat Xavier last week, so to lose to Kofi this week, I got it. Now hopefully this isn't like they're setting up that he's gonna need a tag partner, and then they bring Phoenix in because I'm still leave Andrade alone. I'm a fan of Andrade. Let's let them be over in SmackDown land. Like,
yeah,
but second best match of the night,
right?
Because this was a very entertaining match as well. They're both fantastic.
Which is funny because I think you're right. I think after this match, I was like, huh, that's another loss for Penta. Like, Penta's racking up these losses now. So what is happening? What are we going to do with this?
I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither. Don't like it. But moving on to the next segment, we get...
No me gusta.
No me gusta. We get Io Sky breaking up with Rhea Ripley because they go, they're in the back and she's like, listen, I appreciate you having my back, but I think, the Kabuki Warriors, they're family, and we just got to keep our distance from each other. But yet, because they're having a sweet, tender moment, the Kabuki Warriors are actually walking by, and they're like, how could they? This is like the greatest Japanese, like, soap opera I've seen in a hot minute. Because
I mean, it's the only Japanese soap opera I've ever seen, but it's still the greatest. I mean, I'm giving it the greatest. This is fantastic, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm sitting there, I'm watching this, and I'm like, oh,
it's like
God.
a telenovela.
Like, yeah, like, I'm like, oh, she's yearning for, she's gonna miss her.
Yeah. And then the hug at the end. I appreciate you. Thank you. And then and then Asuka's in the background like, ah.
Come down. She's saying goodbye.
Yeah.
She's breaking her heart.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was fun stuff. I was like, this is actually kind of entertaining. I was like, so I'll go with it. But now I want to see what happens. I want to see how it gets misinterpreted everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. But then we get a cutscene of Adam Pearce telling Stephanie Vaquer, sorry, Steph, you will not have your match at Clash of Paris, obviously. But just give me a week and we'll have your opponent. And I believe he said, maybe I'm mistaken here, but this match was going to be set for that following Monday after Clash in Paris, because Raw is going to be in Paris as well. So I think the match is going to be there. And
okay. Well, who was supposed to be the next one after Stephanie Vaquer got her shot? Wasn't there someone who was supposed to be next? Because I would assume they would probably just put those two women against each other and be like, you two were in line for, I mean, because what are they doing? Because I don't remember anything being announced. Is there like, how are they going to find out who the number one contenders? Like, what are we doing? Like,
exactly, because the only people that were in the picture at that point in time was Io and Rhea. So my guess is we probably would get Io and Stephanie, like, again, because remember the last time it got broken up. So then we didn't get a definitive winner. So now it's the true way of like, okay, Rhea has never beaten Io, but Io is going to get beaten by Stephanie. You know what I mean? Who knows? I mean, that's the thought process, at least, right?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming, like you said, well, Clash is. So wait, he said, because I'm trying to remember, I really wasn't paying attention to Pierce when he was on there. He said it's happening the Monday after the thing.
So like, yeah, Clash is Sunday. So that Monday in Paris, it'll be their match. But I might be mistaken. If it's not the match, it'll be the announcement of who the match is going to be.
That's what I'm saying. I think it might be the announcement of who the match is.
Yeah, okay, so there it is.
You can't just have that. You haven't made the announcement yet.
Right, exactly.
Or spring it on everyone like Monday. Hey, so tonight, here's the match. You're like, oh, well, that's wonderful. That's a good thing I knew. Like,
yeah. Thank you for less than 24 hours.
No, hey, I appreciate it. I mean, I think, I don't know. Because once again, it was Pierce. I was like, fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But then another fast forward moment. Actually, not really, because I actually enjoyed this promo. We get the Becky Lynch coming out to the ring, gets interrupted by Nikki Bella. And my only note about this, I think what didn't like is just like Nikki Bella is just so stuck in 2010, like in that decade. It's just like you sound like you sounded like 20 years ago or 10 years ago. Like, come on, update the promo skills, girl. Like, do you know?
Man, just
like. You're a C word. Yes, you're a coward. That's even worse than the other C word that I thought. And I was just like, oh, okay. Fast forward, moving on. Yeah.
I was so annoyed, but you're 100% correct. The only thing is that's just her. Like, I think it's just her.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Like, like it's just her. Like, and that's why I kind of like Cena's like, I'm out. I think that's why it's like just her. Like, she just that's her cadence and the way she speaks and everything and not the or I'm sure she definitely plays it up a notch or two.
Right. She definitely gets into character.
Yeah. But it's just her, so the character stays the same. So it's kind of like
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there should be an evolution somewhere. You'd like to think.
Right. Yeah, but then we get Punk, his side of the interview, right? His side of the conversation. As always, he's great on the mic, but the cherry on top of his whole segment, because he was like, listen, I was trying to get everybody on the same page, even though I know we're all going to fight each other this Sunday because it's a numbers game, but you know what? That doesn't matter when everybody's going to chant CM Punk. Yeah. I was like, he stole the man's chant. Now LA Knight has every reason to win because it's like you're stealing moments, you're stealing chants.
Right.
Sir, give this man a belt, please.
Yeah, Punk's getting a little, which is starting to worry me. Not worry me, but I kind of feel where this is going to go swerve wise in terms of it going to a Punk Knight feud.
Yeah,
because this is kind of where we're headed, which means neither of them win the belt.
So that Seth retains. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it
in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. Then we get Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez, and a solid match. Rhea gets the win, but Raquel attacks Rhea at the end of it all, prompting Io Sky to come in for the rescue because you know what? Even though she said we need to keep our distance, true friendship lasts forever, you know? So she came into the rescue.
Yeah. Reach out, touch your brother heart.
Reach out, touch your brother heart.
It's a beautiful moment, man. It's a beautiful moment.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
It was fun. I was like, oh, great. Do it, girl. Because now Oscar will be even more, man.
And Kyrie saying is going to be like,
hey,
I'm sorry.
Why?
And then we get a quick moment with Seth Rollins and the Vision hyping the boys up, telling Broncito that, you know, I know what you're capable of. I know what you've done because you've done it to me personally. So you go out there and take him out and this and that. And then he goes and turns over to Bron and he says, you make sure he doesn't even make it to, Sunday, la, 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 la. And it's like a lot of gaslighting going on. And I'm just like, okay, let's move on. Because after that segment, we get AJ versus Finn because it was impromptu, set up. We get that match. Both these guys are always great. But before their match, actually, because I wrote this on the note, we have the Rhea segment with the EO and the Kabuki Warriors again, just imploding. Is getting ugly, guys. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. It's rough. But
Splitsville.
I know, but we keep going back to it. Such a great story. And then ultimately, solid match between AJ and Finn. I mean, former Bullet Club members. I mean, They are two of the best. They put on a solid match for a Monday night. AJ with the win. And then we get a Jey Uso segment with Roman Reigns. Roman basically going to bat for Jey and saying, you know what, like, you deserve this. You do it for your family. You do it for this or that. I had my moment, but it's about you. And everybody's like, yeet, you know what I'm saying? Right? And then we get the Bailey promo. And what I loved about this was the fact that we got more information. So it's not just voices in our head like Randy Orton, because Randy Orton hears like 1,000 voices, right? No, Bailey is just hearing 2 voices, right? Maybe 3 of you include her own voice,
right?
But it's really 2 voices, right? You got Bailey the hugger and Bailey the role model, and they're both. It's like they're playing like angel devil on the shoulder kind of thing. And I was like, I want to see how this unfolds.
Yeah, it's a fun angle. It's a fun angle they're gonna get to play. Along the lines of the Wyatt Six, stuff like that. Stuff always like that always gets kind of fun when you deal with like psychological things and things along those lines. Because there is that break that sometimes people have, and things along those lines. But I thought it was well done. I do want to see where it goes. I think Bailey's great here. It's fresh for her because she was that hugger. She was the role model. Then she was the heel, the leader of Damage Control. And then she, they tossed her. So,
exactly.
So many different incantations of what she's been. I think this is a really fresh way to bring her back and just kind of give her a whole new spin on things. So we'll see where it goes. But I thought it was dope. I'm excited. Because I like Bailey.
I dug Bailey too.
Bailey's probably my favorite of the four horsewomen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm down. I'm excited. I'm good.
Yeah. And then one thing I will say, fantasy booking wise, right? Because we're fans, this is the part where we insert Izzy Moreno to be the one to save her from destruction, right? Like, I wish, like, imagine if that was really going on in the background. And after speaking with her, like, she kept it really hush. Like, I'd be so happy and mad at the same time, but I'd be super excited.
No, I mean, we might be the interview that just got done before she wouldn't be allowed to do interviews because of the WWE umbrella.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Stay tuned, right?
Yeah, right. That would be fantastic, though.
That would be dope.
That would be dope. But yeah, let's see where it goes. It's gonna be fun. Bailey's great right now. This is a like I said, a fresh spin on it, so it's good.
Yeah, for sure. And then we get a quick I don't care Lyra moment pretending to care for Bailey. I'm really concerned, even though I hated her for the last 3 months. I'm really scared for my buddy. But then moving on, we get Dom asking Adam Pearce, I need you to handle AJ Styles because he interfered in my match in AAA. He's interfering over here. He's doing too much, this and that. And he's like, you know what? I agree with you, Dom. Next Monday, this is the Monday Paris match. Is going to be Dom versus AJ Styles for the IC belt, and you see a ministering, or dastardly rather, Finn Balor in the background, like yes, you know,
very Montgomery Burns.
Excellent. Yeah, and then
as I wear my Simpsons Friday shirt.
There you go.
Excellent.
And then here's the one thing that I appreciate of the night, right? I was like, okay, we're going to have another match and we're going to have people interfere and then we're going to have somebody stand tall. No, what I loved about the buildup of the last 20 minutes of this evening is as Braun is heading out, boom, gets attacked. Broncito, both of them are heading out.
Yeah, yep.
Broncito gets attacked by Roman Reigns and then Braun's like, all right, I need to go out for my match. And then boom, LA Knight attacks him. And it was like a cool little moment. And I was like, wow, okay, where is this last 20 minutes of Monday Night Raw going? And then ultimately we set up for LA Knight and Braun heading out to the ring, doing their match. And then things start to get crazy. Seth Rollins comes out, interferes, helps Braun get the win. Another sucky moment for LA Knight. They just keep pissing on him. And oh my gosh.
There's lots of sucky moments for my man. Pobre noche. Pobre noche, noche oscuro.
And then we get Jey Uso who wants to come out and play. And he tries to do some damage control. Doesn't end up happening because ultimately CM Punk comes out to even the odds, so to speak. And then when you think the three contenders for the Fatal 4-Way on Sunday have the final moment of the evening, we get a little confrontation between La Noche and CM Punk, and they're pushing each other. And then ultimately Jey Uso super kicks LA Knight, and you're just like, what? Jay is siding with Punk? Like, what is happening? And then you knew Punk was going to get knocked out too, but they hesitated and waited too long, and it looked ugly, the delivery. But ultimately, Jay was standing tall because at the end of the day, it's every man for himself on Sunday. Executive producer Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting.
Lee Fitting. It was like kind of sloppy at the end there. I'm like, this shouldn't be. This is kind of crappy. I thought
it was okay.
It was sloppy. But and I don't mean just like the way it went. Like I mean like the whole. It just seemed like we just kind of threw this together.
Yeah.
And just kind of were like, all right, let's do all this craziness to get all the insanity out for Saturday and just have people wondering what's going to happen. And they did a wonderful job because everyone's like, what the hell was that?
What did he just watch? Yeah, I agree. Final thoughts on Raw, and then we'll move on to our picks for Clash of Paris. I think the best part was the Japanese soap opera. I loved every bit of that. That was entertaining. That was fun.
Yep.
I enjoyed the Nikki promo, as annoying as it was. It was refreshing. I think what made this episode fun was the fact that there is a possibility that we get swerved. Like, it would be nice if Nikki Bella wins and then loses it Monday night the next day or something. Or it would be nice if LA Knight wins and then loses it at the next PLE, because apparently they're having PLEs every 2 weeks. So, you know,
they met their quota with Peacock, so now they're going to start doing for ESPN. This whole thing is just going to get really annoying.
Exactly.
Now. This was just something we have to touch on as well soon with where we're going to be able to get everything. And yeah.
Exactly. But with that being said, Primo, let's jump into Clash in Paris, Francia, this Sunday, August 31st, at a special start time of 2 p.m. on Peacock. And I'm trying to buy you some time so you can get your notebook.
My notebook is right here. It's my pen that I can't find. My notebook is literally right here. My pen is on the table over there. My pen is, I'm looking at it. It's right there, but it's on the table. So you're going to have to jot these down then.
Yeah. All right. All good. So, so for the first match that I have on the card here, right, I have John Cena versus Logan Paul, right? Let's start with that one. I'll let you go first since I'm jotting down.
Yes, you're jotting. Okay, so you can write this down. All right. So my logical pick, of course, here is John, because it's the farewell tour. You're not going to lose to Logan Paul. If he's going to take an L in the farewell tour, it's going to be to someone that he incredibly respects or has to pass to, hence Cody Rhodes, pass the torch to, whatever the next movement, whatever it may be. He's not going to take the L to this guy.
Right.
Unless he gets a chance to go against him again. But once again, we're counting down to the dates that he has left. It's not that many. So you can't build a program of a feud with Logan Paul right now. So John Cena, logical, and fun pick is still John Cena. That's still not
John, we're doubling down on John.
Just Cena all day.
Yeah. I agree. You're absolutely right. I don't think at this stage, because we are limited on dates with John, it makes sense for him to start dropping to people so he could start boosting them up. No. This is John's year, it's John's moment. And it doesn't really harm Logan Paul in this sense, because he's, if he's really here forever, then a loss to John Cena is not necessarily a bad thing.
That means he's been able to the greatest ever.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So he gets to say, "Oh, I played in the Super Bowl or the Rose Bowl with one of the greatest ever." Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. I'm okay with it. I can live with it. So yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. There's no argument there.
No,
fun, logical, agreed. Double down, quadruple down on John. Cool. All right, now we get Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella.
You take this one?
Like I mentioned earlier, logical would be Becky, right? I mean, she's hot right now. I do love the, people are saying I'm the greatest of all time. That's just not me saying it. That's Sports Illustrated saying it. Like, that become like a catchphrase. I kind of like it. It's working for her. I'm like, okay, I like it. But the fun pick for me would be Nikki. It would be nice to have her have like a Kane moment and she wins on Sunday but loses it on Monday. Like, I want that. Like, I would want that. And then now you get to give her the Grand Slam moments, right? Because she's been champions of other things, right? Because she had the tag at some point, didn't she? Or no?
I might imagine her and her sister were the Bella Twins were tag team champions at some point.
No, maybe not. Maybe she was tagged with somebody else. I don't know. But it'll just give her the opportunity to add to her lineage of, like, whatever. So those are my pick. Becky and Nikki is fun.
I'm going to be extremely boring and agree with you. I mean, the logical pick here is Becky, because you just had her go through 5 matches with Lyra, 2 that included Bailey or what have you, and to have this happen now, I think rough shot. Unless she wins it back the next day, like you said. If that thing happens, then fine, but I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. So, but the fun pick is Nikki, and and then she holds on to it for like 2 months and doesn't lose it to Becky. And she's like, you know what? Piss off, man! It's my belt now. And then she loses it like 2 months to like Stephanie.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Yeah, and then she wow. Yeah, you just went a whole different direction with that one. That's good. I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I mean, Stephanie. It sucks because Stephanie's awesome, but I don't know if they're gonna put the heavyweight belt on her just yet.
Right.
So that's why I figure, maybe there.
Yeah, but my thinking with that is, like, you made a big fuss about bringing her up and Julia up, and Julia is barely doing anything with the U.S. title. So you're really going to have the other superstar that was a big deal in NXT not be a champion? You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
or give her 2 belts, like to your theory later on. That'd be good too.
Well, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah, you're right.
The Naomi thing was a huge curveball.
Yeah,
and maybe they were just like, well, we got to get the belt on and leave it on as long as we can. Oh, you know what? That's about as long as we're gonna get. And so now we have to kind of pivot and see.
That's a lot, Big Jim.
Who's available? Who's who? Yeah, right. I mean, timing is awesome, man. Pull out game this week. Like, yeah. So
I just heard that. wait, whoo, and then it was just like a boomerang. Bam.
Hit you on the way back. Yeah. Hit you on the way back.
It was good. Really good, man. This is why I love you, dude. This is why I love doing this. This is fun. This is real fun. All right. So next match, we get Sheamus versus Rusev in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, which, according to Michael Cole, is basically anything goes. So it's a no-rules match.
Okay. So I'm going to say the logical pick is Rusev.
Yes.
It's time. Sheamus's sun is setting in terms of his being able to maintain long matches and be the superstar he was in his heyday when he was a champion, and he was a great one. This is not a knock on Sheamus. Father Time is undefeated. What it is. So Rusev is the up-and-comer in terms of this current situation, and they got to start making a move with him soon, and having him take down one of the greats is a good move. Yeah. So I think that's it. Fun pick is they just beat the hell out of each other, and neither of them can answer a 10 count. Wins. Neither can answer a 10 count. They just knock each other out. They're just like, you know what? Just plates and bows and whatever you have. Whatever you have. Just
I put no contest.
Yeah.
Fun pick is no contest.
Fun pick is neither of them can answer the 10. They're just both down. It's just like, all right, well, someone come in and drag these motherfuckers out of here.
Wow, I like that. I mean, obviously, I don't even have to dive into this. Rusev, fun, Rusev, logical. Yeah. I've always been a fan, even back in the day when he was Russian and then Bulgarian and then Russian again and then went to AEW as Miro. I loved it, and I will always be a huge Rusev supporter. I still have my happy Rusev Day shirt somewhere, and that guy's the truth. I like him. And you're right, to your point, Sheamus, I mean, he's still going, and good for him at his age. Still, like him and AJ Styles and people that show longevity is possible in this game is pretty awesome. But you're right. As far as character-wise, career-wise, it's like, let's do let's Rusev get the moment and then see what else we could do with these guys later on. So I agree. Oh. All right. Next we got Roman versus Broncito. So I go or you go this one? I think I go, right? Or no?
You go, yeah, because I went first and then you went second. Yes, forget.
I mean, logical is Roman because he's over for the rest of his life. But the fun pick for me would be Broncito. I feel like whatever storyline that they're building this with, as far as like leading into War Games and possibly WrestleMania, I think it makes more sense to me, especially since they made a point about it in Monday Night Raw when he was like, I'm not the guy I used to be. I don't have anything anymore. I don't have the championship. I don't have a bloodline. Well, guess what? If he loses, now he's so down in the dumps that you have no choice but to reunite the bloodline and create some type of story with the vision to lead us to War Games. Because it is going to be War Games. I mean, it's advertised as War Games, not classic Survivor Series. So that's where my mind's at. So Roman is the logical pick because he's over, but the fun pick would be Broncito, which now that I think about it, probably should be the other way around. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I think you're right. I'm gonna go. The logical pick here is Bronson Reed.
Ooh.
With help from the Vision. Because he's help from the Vision. And to your point, Roman Reigns made a point to be like, I got nothing. So not necessarily the sad sack case, but the help comes too late or something like that or whatever. Because you have to make Roman Reigns look vulnerable. You have to, he's been so strong for so long. He's carried this brand, this whole company for so long. You have to make him look vulnerable. And he did a good job so far, and I think continue to do that, and then giving him his moment after he builds a little bit. Not the sad sack Baron Corbin thing where he's like got ketchup on his shirt and showered in like a week.
You got Jordan Peele. Come on.
Although what I would like to see is like Shula, like the tribal thief, go take the shoes, and then Roman Reigns has a pair of like stinky ass Jordan 2s that are like the tongue is sticking out and the laces are just that would be fun. No, but yeah. So I think Bronson's the fun pick. I think you have to kind of do this to you brought Roman back and he got the huge ovation, and it's Roman Reigns. Like you said, he's over forever. I think you're doing this and using the vision so that it's not just Bronson Reed who beats him. So it doesn't. So he doesn't lose that much face. Yeah. Because it took 3 guys, who's inevitably what it's going to be, to take him down.
Exactly. No. I see it both ways, so I'm with you. And then finally, the in your words, the 4-way dance match, the fatal 4-way.
4-way dance.
And if it was a tag team, it'd be tag team turmoil.
No, there's always turmoil. No, there would be a Texas tornado. If they were all in the ring at the same time, it'd be a Texas tornado.
There you go.
Man.
By the way, side note about Raw that kind of pissed me off now that it popped back in my head.
Right.
Roman Reigns makes reference to a rematch clause.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, Jimmy was the one that got the pin. Eddie's got the one with the claw. I was like, Eddie gonna be pissed.
I was like, make up your mind, WWE, TKO.
No clause.
Okay, so the 4-way dance. All right, you go for this one since I went last.
The logical pick here is Seth Rollins, because they didn't go through all this work just to take it off him this quick. I think it would be absolutely hysterical if it did, but didn't. So I'm going to go Seth Rollins through the usual chicanery, tomfoolery, division, as is. My fun pick is what you said before, and I thought about this earlier. It's LA Knight. I was like, you know who should win? LA Knight should win. That way everyone in there has held the belt, and now they're all like, oh, we've won the championship. We're like, who's the man now? Yeah, man. Yeah, let's do that. I think the fun pick is La Noche, and that's where I'm going.
You know, just to add on that, right? Because I'm going the same exact route, but imagine this train of thought, right? Okay. You know, just to put it out there for our primos, our listeners. Yes, Seth Rollins would be my logical pick, and LA Knight would be the fun pick. But here's where I'm thinking: if LA Knight wins, this is how we go about it. CM Punk and Jey Uso end up helping him indirectly get the championship. And then now the build-up for the next PLEs would be, well, technically, you didn't win that championship on your own. You owe me a favor. I was the one that held Broncito out the way, or Jay, I'm the one who kicked Seth before he hit you with the chair or whatever. You know what I mean? It's going to be something like that where they're going to use information against him. Okay. And LA Knight's going to be like, nah, I earned every bit of this. Yeah. And then it turns into a triple threat, or it turns into a rematch where ultimately we're going to get this again, or something later on the road. But it's going to be something quick where if LA Knight does win this time around, he'll lose it the next PLE, the next day, whatever. Same thing, because if Punk had it for 5 minutes and Uso had it for 4 or 5 months, LA Knight tops 2 weeks is gonna have it if he gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. I mean, Punk had it for 5 seconds, dude. You can't make LA Knight's fucking reign longer than CM Punk's, man. Like,
I mean, you could,
but it would be awesome. But it would be awesome. No, that'd be fun. I agree with you. It'd be fun, and however you can work that out, kudos. Like, I just want to be on the other end of it when it happens and be like, yeah, that was entertaining. Like, whatever it was, fine.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah, brother. But yeah, I mean, but overall, it's shaping out to be an awesome weekend. I'm excited for Friday Night SmackDown.
They might put in one more match because there's only 5.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. The pending match was gonna be Damian and Aleister Black. But I think they're going to push that to SmackDown as the coming home show to be able to set up the stage for the rest of the PLE. But you're right. I think that was going to be the additional match.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because I was figuring that whoever, if there was a match that they would announce tomorrow or whatever, I'm going to just go ahead, since we're doing predictions, whoever gets introduced second wins that match. Mark it.
Oh, the Fatal 4-Way?
No, man. Whoever gets second, if they announce a match tomorrow that we don't know about, or tonight on SmackDown.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Whoever the two wrestlers are, whichever wrestler comes in second, that's the one who wins.
Okay.
That's because
second.
It's only 5 matches. They're going to put a 6th there. So I think we might get the Black and Priest papers. Whoever's in second, that's where I'm going.
That's actually pretty crazy. Fine, then I'll go first. First entrance.
Okay, there we go. Do something different. Yes. Whatever. Now watch, they're going to be like, yeah, there's no other match.
No points then. All right. No. But overall, like I said, it's shaping out to an awesome weekend. I'm excited for SmackDown. I'm excited to see how everything else unfolds with those storylines. And then, I mean, it did seem like everything was rushed, but as always, that seems to be the new trend now. It's like every 2 weeks we're the PLE. We're going to rush stories. We're going to try to get you there as quickly as we can.
The going home episode of Raw's got to move fast.
Yeah. And then, but hopefully they swerve. I really, I feel it. I feel that there's going to be swerves. So I'm excited. So whether Nikki wins or somebody that we don't expect to win, I think it's going to happen. I hope it's going to happen. Because then
fingers crossed, because
it'll suck.
You don't want it to be too formulaic where everyone kind of knows what's happening, and you still want to keep people on their toes, and that's why I think you'll get some swerves and some run-ins and things like that. But I don't know if anything major is going to change hands this particular PLE, and then once again we'll see what happens with SmackDown and things like that. But yeah.
Exactamente, primo. Bueno, let's take this opportunity to go ahead and thank every single one of our primos, listeners, and everyone that loves, supports, and shares and reaches out, and all the feedback has been fantastic. We're having so much fun doing this. Thank you for all the new followers on YouTube, Instagram, and all the other platforms that we're on. Find us at primosforlife.com. Thank you to Izzy Moreno for the tremendous interview, one of the funnest interviews that we've had thus far. We got plenty of more coming down the line, people. We're going to end the year strong, and we're going to go into 2026 even harder. We love you guys. Primo, before I steal your thunder, would you like to add anything?
No, man, I'm all good. I think you were doing a fantastic job, so I'm going to let you keep rocking.
All right. Entonces, well, no, see, now, I because I'm used to doing it myself. So, well, Primo, you know what to do.
On that note, as always, thank you very much. Nos vemos cuando nos vemos. Muchísimas gracias a todos. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate it and love y'all.
Thank you, everybody. Curveballs. Later.